from under us, making sure everything is nice and wide and flat. And we're going to place our hands right over our knees and start to raise the spine and the crown nice and tall. We can close our eyes for a second. We're just going to allow ourselves to feel the space. Starting to take in the breath through the nose and out through the mouth. On the inhale, raising up through the seat, pressing into the floor. And on the exhale, keeping that spine height and softening the muscles around us. Opening up our hearts and our chest just a little bit more. And while we're here, gaining some awareness of ourselves, checking in, doing our body scan, let's bring to our minds some sort of mantra or something we'd like to shift or change in our own reality today. Something we can dedicate our practice to. Something that we can move through us by moving our bodies. So let's take a couple more cleansing breaths, keeping that in mind. Letting it infuse our cells. And when we're ready, let's slowly open our eyes. We're going to inhale the chest forward, arching the spine, looking up to the ceiling. And exhale, pressing everything back, tucking the chin. We're going to go at our own pace, warming up the spine. Starting to get the blood flowing, feeling our heartbeat, making our own lovely little space. Coming back to neutral, let's go side to side, inhaling to the right and exhaling to the left. Opening up the ribs nice and wide, make sure we're lifting through as we move to the side. Coming back to neutral, let's make a big spinal circle. So inhale forward, we're going to go to the left. Exhale back into the right. Waking up those vertebrae, keeping our hips on the floor. Good. Deepening our breath pattern as we go. Switching directions when we're ready. Good. Coming back to center. We're going to roll onto all fours, spreading those fingers wide, tucking the toes underneath. Pressing into everything equally, we're going to straighten the spine and lengthen our head out, away from the hips. And from here, we're going to look side to side. Inhale to one side, looking over the feet. And exhale to the other side. Stretching through the center, waking up all those little muscles that we rarely use. And coming back to center, we're going to tuck those toes and press back to the heels. So allowing ourselves to come up to a seated position. We're going to stay here. We can rock forward and back, waking up those ankles. And taking our time, we're going to drop all the way back to the heels, straighten those knees, and find a forward fold. Hanging the head nice and heavy, straightening through the backs of the legs, sending the hips upward. We can always add a little bit of movement if that feels good. Rocking side to side. Taking a couple deep breaths here. And on the inhale, we're going to soften those knees, press ourselves all the way up to standing. Finding a strong mountain pose, allowing on the next inhale, softening the knees, we're going to press the hands overhead. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up to flat back. And exhale, down, planting those hands. Extending the feet to high plank. We're going to float down to the belly. Inhale to upward dog, pressing those hips forward. And exhale, tucking those toes, finding our downward dog. Starting to build some heat, creating some energy. You can shake the head yes and no, getting rid of some of that neck tension, releasing the jawline. And on the inhale, looking up to the hands, we're going to walk or jump between them, finding our forward fold. Inhale, we're going to lift up to flat back. And exhale down. Inhale, bend those knees, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale to heart center. Good. Pressing into those palms, finding a nice, strong mountain pose. Engaging our center as we breathe, massaging those inner organs. Good. On the next inhale, we're going to send those hips back, bring the knees forward, and reach up overhead for chair pose. We can experiment with our weight distribution here. We can try to lean forward on the balls of the feet, or we can go back to the heels. The goal is to explore. You can even try lifting the heels off the floor, or lifting the toes off the floor. Good. On the next inhale, press ourselves up to standing, reaching, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lift to flat back, and exhale down, planting the hands, finding our way to high plank, rolling down through the belly, up to upward dog. And exhale, tuck those toes, find our downward dog. Connecting with our breath, feeling our heartbeats and our muscles moving. Good. When we're ready, we're going to inhale that right leg all the way up and back, finding a standing split, squeezing the glutes, finding our toes pointed. And on the exhale, bringing that knee to the chest, we're going to step through to runner's lunge. From here, seeing if we can press into the feet rather than the hands. So we should be able to take our hands off the floor and be able to balance. Good. Placing that left hand down, let's inhale the right arm up. Rotating the torso. We can stay here with our hands up, or we can bring our hands behind us, offering a new position to explore. Good. When we're ready, let's unwind. Bring both of our hands back down. We're going to drop the left knee and find our way up. From here, we're going to bend that right knee and lean into that left hip. We're going to go as far as we can, stretching this whole front side out. Good. If it feels good for us, we can bring that right hand around, grab that left foot with the hand, finding a nice rotation. Good. On the exhale, let's unwind ourselves. We're going to place our hands down and step back into downward dog. Coming back to our breath. Finding a connection between our fingers and toes. Sending those hips nice and tall. Good. On the next inhale, let's bring that left foot all the way back. opening wide into warrior two, stretching the fingers open, finding our collarbones nice and wide. Good. On the exhale, dropping that left hand, bringing the right arm over. Breathing deep into our lungs here. Opening the right side. Good. On the next exhale, bringing ourselves back through to center and down on the other side. Dropping the right arm. Left arm overhead. Reconnecting with our mantra, allowing ourselves to come back to center. If there's any drifting thoughts, we're going to bring ourselves back to the present. And when we're ready, let's come back to warrior two. We're going to straighten the right leg all the way. And on our exhale, we're going to reach out and over, finding our triangle pose. Grabbing wherever we can, whether it's on the legs or all the way to the floor. And we want to send those hips back. When we're ready, on the exhale, we're going to drop that left arm down. We're going to bend the right knee, bring our weight over top, and we're going to find our half moon position. So left leg comes up, and we're going to bring our arms wherever we're comfortable, whether forward or side. Good. One more deep breath here. Keep it balanced. And let's exhale. Bring it down nice and slow. Very nice. Let's shake those legs out. From here, we're going to bring our feet together, big toes. Spread the toes wide. We're going to bring our left foot up, knee forward first. Keeping our spine nice and tall for balance. And we can bring it out to the side. Make sure we're lifting up out of our hips so we're not settling. Good. Breathing deeply. Let's bring that leg up. We can either keep it bent at 90 or we can try all the way out. Keep breathing. One more deep breath in. And exhale down. Good. Let's shake it out. Good. And we'll go to the other side. So bring our big toes together. Spread the toes wide. And our right foot's going to come up into passe. Knee forward at first. Find a nice tall spine. Then from here, out to the side. Standing up through the hip if we can. And we can stay here, or we can bring it up to 90 or full out. Good, one more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lower down. Very nice. Let's shake those legs out. Give ourselves a moment. And when we're ready, we're going to come up to the tops of our mats, finding a strong mountain pose. Reconnecting with our body, with our breath. Feeling the mat underneath our feet. Feeling our heart beating. Good, and when we're ready, inhale those arms up overhead. And exhale, fold, swan dive forward. Good. On the inhale, lift up to flat back. And exhale, down, planting the hands, stepping back to high plank, rolling through to the belly. Inhale to upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. Pressing those hips all the way back. Taking a few moments here. Good. On your next inhale, sweep the left leg all the way up to standing split. Pressing evenly into your hands. Good, and on the exhale, bring that knee through, and we're going to place the foot between the hands, finding our warrior one on this side. Sinking down into the knee, allowing our hands to float upwards. Good. On the next exhale, let's open wide to warrior two. Spreading those collarbones open. Stretching the fingers away. Dropping the right arm down, left arm overhead, finding our open rib cage. And on our exhale, let's pass through center and bring that left arm down, right arm overhead. Finding a line of energy from the fingers to the toes. Good, breathing deep into the belly. On your exhale, we're going to come back up to warrior two. Straightening that left leg. And exhale, we're going to come all the way over, finding our triangle pose. see if we can rotate our body all the way up to the sky, looking at those fingers. Good. When we're ready, let's exhale that hand down. We're going to bend the left knee and bring ourselves over, finding our half moon. So sliding that right foot up, keeping our hands wherever they're comfortable. Finding our balance, using our feet to support us. Good. One more deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to bring that right foot down. Shake ourselves out. And when we're ready, come to the top of our mats. Bring our big toes together. And we're going to inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift to flat back. And exhale down, planting the hands. We're going to step back to high plank. Float down to the belly. Inhale, lift to upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. Walking those feet out, find a different place for them. And for the hands as well. Breaking our habits. We'll take a few deep cleansing breaths here. And when we're ready, we're going to bend our knees, send those hips back as far as we can. And we're going to use that pressure to send ourselves forward, coming to seated. So press through, find a nice comfy seat. Very nice. So from here, let's keep our feet and our knees parallel, knees up, and we're going to roll onto our backs. Taking a few moments here, releasing the muscles, releasing the spine into the floor, allowing gravity to help us out, do some of the work for us. And we're going to take our knees and just sort of let them fall side to side like windshield wipers. You can go nice and slow, opening up that low back. From here, taking those knees, we're going to hug them into the chest and rock side to side. So beginning here to cool down the body. Taking deep breaths into the chest, into the belly. Starting to reduce the heat. From here, we're going to drop those heels down to the mat, keeping those knees up. We're going to go into a back bend here. So we're going to grab the ankles if we can, rolling the shoulders underneath the body. And when we're ready, we're going to press into those feet and lift the hips. So we're going to try to keep and maintain that pressure, arching the back. one more deep breath in. And exhale, we're going to come back down. Unroll the shoulders. And we're going to let the knees wipe side to side. We're going to do one more of these back bends. So when we're ready, we're going to come in, bring our heels into our booty, grab onto them, roll the shoulders, and we'll press ourselves up into our back bend. Squeezing those glutes, lifting from the center. Good. One more deep inhale. And exhale down. Unroll the shoulders and let those knees wipe side to side. Releasing the muscles in the back. Releasing the glutes. Now when we're ready, we're going to take our knees into our chest one more time. We're going to circle those knees nice and wide, big circles. And when we're ready, we're going to grab the big toes, coming into our happy baby. Knees nice and wide, opening up, getting rid of our anger or tension, feeling like a happy baby. Doing any last bits of movement we need for our practice to feel complete today. And when we feel ready, we're going to release those legs down, coming into our final pose of Savasana. Completely releasing into the floor. Giving ourselves a few moments of silence to reflect, to check in with the body, and to clear ourselves of things that don't serve us. When we're ready, let's wiggle our fingers and toes. Slowly come back to the present moment. Giving ourselves a little shimmy, little vibrations. And taking our time, we're going to roll onto the right side. The day that I met you, remembering to use all of our insights from our practice to start to grow in our everyday lives, using the same stillness and the same awareness to help us. And when we're ready, let's slowly come back to seated, taking our time. Recalling how we started, darling, it would be when you smiled at me. Thank you all so much for taking the time to practice. It's always a pleasure in a group. And there's so much gratitude just for working on ourselves together. Namaste.